been a minute, but we're here, we're queer, and we're back, and we're probably about to break our whole heart. Stay tuned! Sup Anonymous, it's me, Wiz15, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. My name is Oizik, also known as Kayla, but spelled funny, C-A-Y-L-A, and today, I know it's been a minute, okay? It's been a minute, and by the time you're seeing this video, okay, you've gotten a couple of other videos out, but they're like old videos, okay? They're from when I used to live in my old house 2 months ago, and then another set of videos that are filmed like a month ago when I still had green hair. But we're back again. Yes, you've changed our hair. We've upgraded our setup a little bit, so it's a little bit of a moment. And today we are going to do a try not to cry challenge, specifically with the TV show Boy Meets World. I'm really hoping I don't get copyrighted for this. But Boy Meets World, if you don't know me, is one of my favorite TV shows. My favorite TV shows in the entire world are the original Charmed and Boy Meets World / Girl Meets World, because I consider Girl Meets World obviously a continuation, so I kind of lump it in the same thing because it's in the same like franchise kind of idea. They are my favorite shows. And I think part of the reason is that Charmed was so beautiful because it cared so much about family. Family was so important in that show, and you really got that gist. You got to see true family issues and things that were happening amongst them living their witchcraft lives, and then them trying to be human, and sort of the idea of like, what if we were normal again? What if life was just normal? What if I could have that time to myself, kind of thing? And because of that, which is like, even though we don't, fight crime and demons and whatnot on a daily basis, I think everybody can kind of relate to that, where you feel like you have all these responsibilities, to your family, to do your daily chores, your dishes and your laundry and your sweeping and your mopping and making sure you're taking care of the pets, and then you might have a job of some sort that you do, which I now have, again, thankfully, where I work 7 to 3 pretty much every day. So I work an 8-hour shift every day where I'm cleaning and I'm, helping other people, and I'm up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and standing 90% of the time. And almost everybody has a job similar to that. And then you come home and you're exhausted, but you can't stop because there's still shit you gotta do. Either you have kids or it's just you and you're like, okay, I gotta do the laundry today, okay, I gotta do the dishes today. We need to make dinner, so when we get home we need to make dinner, and whatnot. And then, you have your pets that you have a responsibility for, and then if you have a secondary option, which for me is YouTube and Twitch streaming and committing to my merch and my art commissions and my Etsy shop that I'm working on, that you end up kind of burning yourself out, and you're not necessarily meaning to, but it's just you have all these other responsibilities that your brain's like, this comes first, this comes first, this comes first, me comes second. And I'm trying not to do that, but I still do that. And I think that even though in their case they're literally saving the world on a daily basis, everybody kind of relates to the struggles of like kind of wishing we had a moment to ourselves, having a different version of normal, being able to have breaks. And part of the reason for that too, I feel like for some people, is that we sometimes have a situation too where you work your job so much because you don't feel like you have enough money to be able to take a day off, to be able to chill and relax for a minute, to take a vacation, to do these things. And so I think I related to that one a lot. But with Boy Meets World, it also kind of did the same thing. Like, not in that same context, but Boy Meets World tackled a lot of issues, especially because Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World literally start off, especially the Boy Meets World half, because Girl Meets World didn't run for as long, but it is a continuation, is that Boy Meets World literally starts from when they are like, I think like 10 years old, all the way up to college and graduating college. So you're literally watching not only the characters, but the actors grow up with you. And so therefore you're tackling a lot of issues through growing up, through adolescence, the things that are going through your mind, the things that you think are important, the situations that are happening to you. And then on top of that, they tackled mentions of abuse and neglect and struggles with love and hard decisions and so many emotional topics that it's one of my favorite shows, and I usually come back to it honestly when I'm really like not in a good mental state, because Boy Meets World makes me laugh my head off and smile, but it also makes me cry a lot when I am not good emotionally but can't seem to let out those emotions. I kind of use Boy Meets World to do that because it's so beautiful that I end up sobbing because I feel for the characters, but then I end up like crying because I'm happy for the characters, because it's so cool to watch people grow. And because you get to watch people grow, you can kind of understand certain aspects. Like, there are a lot of things, not a lot of things, but there are a couple things in real life that I won't condone. You know, I might allow somebody a second chance for something, but if you, again, that's that. But I think I only really allow a second chance, probably because of things like Boy Meets World, where if you hadn't been there to watch both characters' points of view, you would assume one was the evil one. But when you watch both characters' point of view and you actually see their intentions for certain things, you can understand sometimes people are just dumb and they make dumb decisions and they don't think about it. What just happened? Sometimes they just make dumb decisions and they don't think about it, and you fuck up. You're human. You fuck up. But the point is, like, if you never do it again, kind of thing. Like the same mistake over and over, right? And then what made it really cool was that years later, they vowed that is so important that they continued it with Girl Meets World. And even though they never finished Girl Meets World the way that they did Boy Meets World, it was still really beautiful, and they still continued to tackle important topics that maybe they hadn't tackled as much in the original start of the show. And it was cool because it was one of the only shows that I have watched where when they make a continuation of something, when they make another reboot or whatever of it, they pay so much homage to the original in general, to the point of like even like copying like certain scenes. Like there's a specific way that it opens up when two of the main characters in Girl Meets World, or Boy Meets World, Sean and Corey, end up going to high school. And in Girl Meets World, there is Maya and Corey and Topanga's daughter Riley, and they literally copy like frame for frame, just in a more modernized version of what they did when Corey and Sean first entered high school, and I thought that was really funny because to the newer audiences they might not get that, but seeing so much in little clips of their old show might make younger audiences want to go back and see what the original was like, what it was like when they were kids. And they paid so much homage to the original and everything, to the point that it was one of the only shows I've ever watched where they managed to get pretty much everyone from the original cast to appear at least once. At least one time. Doesn't matter what, at one point in the show they appeared, they got 90% of people that appeared in the original show to appear in Girl Meets World. To a point that even if they appeared for one episode, their episode was so important, and it was like, oh, this is where they ended up. This is what happened to them. And it's so cool to see where they actually ended up when they grew up. Because there was an episode based on an experience of where they thought they might end up X amount of years from now. But to see where they actually ended up, what they ended up doing, was so cool. And to somehow, like, even like with Sean, for example, to see where he ended up and the fact that they decided his story wasn't done yet, it was not simply just cut and dry, and he still needed to go through some stuff, and you got to watch that still, watch him continue his story and get what he deserved in life, was really, really happy. And it made me really, really happy. And so the show means a lot to me, and I get very emotional very easy. So I don't have much hope that I'm not gonna not cry at these, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. And I guess that's all that matters, right? Is that we tried. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, this is specifically Sean's saddest moments, and then we're gonna go to some of the other characters' stuff. Because the only one that did, like, an all-encompassing is by another YouTube channel who I really like, but I might get copyrighted by if I use it. So, we're just gonna go through it. Okay, whew, let's go.
Your mother, she took off.
Oh, just go home and wait. She always comes back.
Oh, not that easy. This time she took the house.
Okay, I get your point.
No, I don't think you do.
Fine, then I'll just get out of your way. I thought you were cooler than that.
No, I'm not cool at all. In fact, I get real old-fashioned when I see somebody that I care about being brought home by cops.
Mr. Turner, do you have to yell? I've had a really rotten night.
If you're not coming back right now, then you be the one to tell your son.
Well, I just did.
Huh?
Well, if I know my boy even money when adults are talking about him, he's probably somewhere behind them listening. Hi there, big guy.
None if you want me. Well, that's fine. I don't need any of you. I never needed anybody.
Sean, it's not that we don't want you.
I'm just tired of feeling like a guest wherever I go.
I know. Look, Sean, this hasn't been the easiest year for me either.
Yeah? Well, you've had the guardianship papers for months and you still haven't filled them out yet. I lost my mom. I don't think I deserve to lose my dad, too.
Sean, I was trying to put the family back together again.
Mom was gone. You and I could have been together. We could have been a family. But you didn't want that. Why didn't you want that, Dad?
For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be the best father you could have.
What did you believe in?
I don't know, nothing.
Did you believe in God? George, what is it?
Jonathan Turner. He's been in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, no.
Okay, and second of all, I am beginning to see that you are more alone than I ever knew.
What does that mean? Hey, Mr. Mack.
No. He can't help you with this. Sean, what is the matter with you?
I don't know, but I can't look at him like this. Corey, come on, let me go.
No.
Corey, let me go.
Sean, this is a hug, okay? This is a hug. And this is when you hug somebody, when you care about them.
No.
And then you want them to know
Not
that.
gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Now, you
No.
cannot leave here. Do you
No.
hear me? Turner took care of you. He loves you. And you love him. Is that real? Or are Mr. Mack and the center real? You decide, but you cannot go. We can go.
But you didn't teach me enough. You and Corey and my parents and the Matthews and the handful of people who really care about me, so don't blow me off, John. Don't blow me off, God. I've never asked you for anything, and I never wanted to come to you like this. But don't take Turner away from me. He's not done yelling at me yet. God,
No. I'm just blinking. That's not crying.
I don't want to
There's
be
no physical
inconvenienced
tears on my
anymore.
face. It's not crying. No.
He's your brother. He's a good boy. I think you ought to move in with him. Maybe some of that Pinbrook stuff will rub off on you, and I'll have two boys in college.
Dad, why are you trying to kick me out?
I might not be much of a father, but I know this is right. So,
Hey, you're right about one thing. You're not much of a father. You know, I always wanted a brother. When I was 10, I finally got the courage to write Jack a letter telling him all about me. I didn't get an answer. But I kept writing to him because he was my brother. And I must have sent him like 15 letters, and I never got a single thing back. Hey, don't ever talk to me about love or destiny again.
What happened?
I went there. Okay, I put my heart in the line. She's got a boyfriend, Corey. And do you know what I feel now? Pain. It's like my heart's been ripped out and stepped on. So just do me a favor and stay out of my personal life, okay?
Sean, I'm sorry.
I mean it.
I will.
I mean it. I want to hear that you were wrong. That I asked you to back off and you wouldn't take no for an answer. That you totally disregarded my feelings. You went way too far this time, Corey.
All right. I did that. Okay, but I just want to say...
There better not be a but.
I did this for your own good.
You have no idea what my poetry is about, do you? That poem that Feeney read in class, do you even know what that was about? Nothing.
We got drunk at a party the other night. I think you might have liked it a little too much.
Yeah, well, beer's a big deal for us.
Oh, goody. Goody, now I get the lecture from the big brother who I've known all of 6 months.
You don't have a clue, do you?
About what?
About Dad.
Yeah. Dad used to drink and then he stopped. Next.
You know why he stopped drinking?
Because he ran out of money?
You know why my mom left him?
Because she went for a guy with more money?
She left him because he was an abusive, ugly drunk. Don't you ever talk about my dad like Son! Stop! He's my father too, man. Alcoholism is in our family, and you shouldn't drink.
I've been out of town. See, I was in a real bad way, and I went looking to see what was important in my life. I met a lot of people out of town who were looking for the same thing.
They're cutting off
you're in a
some of
real
the
bad
parts
way.
that would normally make me cry.
I came back here because I want to tell you something. Don't go out of town. Don't go anywhere. Life is right here with these people. With your family. And my family. We got the greatest family there is, Josh.
I opened my heart to you. I just can't sit around like a fool waiting for you to be ready.
Angela.
Done. It's over, Sean.
He's in there with a heart attack, and you're out here complaining about forms?
They weren't gonna treat him until somebody filled out the paperwork. He's really been out of it since the ambulance ride.
Yeah, well, maybe you're not going through what I am.
No, I don't want to talk about this right now, okay? Just go see our father. Don't tell me how I'm feeling, okay? I'm his son, too.
Are you? When you were a little kid, did you sit next to him while he watched TV all night long, hoping that he'd say something to you? Did you ever once clean up after him when he came home drunk? And when he didn't come home at all, did you lay in bed thinking it was something you did that drove him away? And when he was gone, did you walk around and make believe that everything was okay when inside it was tearing you apart? Did you? But you turned out okay, Jack. Look at you, you know who you are. You deal with things. Me, I'm just another version of him.
This episode really killed me.
I'm real screwed up.
No!
I come
I
watching myself do
refuse!
these things that I hate. And I can't stop them. Why couldn't you just stick around? Wasn't I good enough for you?
No, Sean. Wasn't good enough for you. I need you, Dad. I need you too, son. And this time, boys, I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere. Not this time.
You mean it? 'Cause I feel like you're the only one who can help me.
We lost him.
His heart wasn't strong enough. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Oh, make him stop! It says my mom is somewhere in Honduras. She heard that Dad died, and now I have the right to know something.
Sean, put the letter back in the envelope.
Wait a minute, maybe it's good news.
Trust me, it's not.
Sean?
She's not my real mother.
I want to have a talk with you now.
Not my dad.
Well, I'm all you have,
Wait,
right?
what? You're not my dad. Okay, I don't have a dad. And I don't have a mom. I'm an orphan. I'm an old orphan. My childhood is over, and I never had any parents. Oh, God, stop whining. I hate you.
I'll be your father.
You'll be what?
I want you to be a member of this family.
Hey, you having a good time in there with all your secrets? Like the fact that you've been married 62 times and never bothered to tell me who my real mother was?
Truth is, you had a lousy mother. A lousy father. And you got dealt a bad hand, son. I'm sorry about it.
Come on, you're my father.
I'm dead. Look. Take it from your dead dad. Become a Matthews. Put it to bed.
You know, I always thought you were the black sheep of the family.
I was.
No, you weren't. You stayed. You raised me.
I came and went. I tried.
You did a good job with me, Dad. People like me. I even have friends. I even have someone who loves me.
Hold on to her.
I will. Just like I'm holding on to you.
I hear you now.
Ooh.
Thank you for being my father.
You love me, huh?
Ain't that a kick?
Thank you for letting me be selfish.
No, not you. Me. Look, there's something I gotta ask you right now.
You know, because you're the only person that knows how important it is for me and my dad to spend this time together. I only wish you and your dad had this time together. I'm so sorry you didn't.
Goodbye, Angela. This show stinks.
And that's not all of his sad moments, but it's a big one. Alright, next one we're doing is serious and sad moments of Eric Matthews, Corey's older brother.
It'll be that easy. You walk in here, turn in your paper, and all is forgotten.
Mr. Feeney, please. I mean, I just had my butt kicked out there in the real world. They fired me, and I really need somebody to cut me some slack.
Why should I cut you some slack? Got a job? You lost a job? So go and find another one.
Without a high school diploma? You know, Mr. Feeney, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's really tough out there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, then perhaps you did learn something from that internship. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney.
Don't hug me. Up until now, they've lived in a small, protected environment. Next year, it'll be like moving out of a small town into a big city.
It's just a bigger school.
How easy is it to get drugs?
I don't do drugs.
But if you wanted to.
Pretty easy.
Alcohol?
Easier.
Cigarettes?
Oh, come on, Mr. Feeney. I didn't want to bring him down with stuff like that. I mean, I wanted to give him something to look forward to.
Mr. Matthews, do you consider yourself popular? An influential voice in high school?
Look, Mr. Feeney, I'm no role model.
Yes. But the moment you stepped into that classroom, you became one.
I left out one little tiny detail. You've all known each other since, like, kindergarten. But next year, there's going to be maybe 9 or 10 other 6th grade classes from different schools making up your 7th grade class, and you're not going to know all those kids. A lot of them are going to think differently than you.
What do you mean?
Well, do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
A lot of kids in your new school will. A lot of them are going to try to press you into it. They're going to tell you how cool it is to smoke. You want to be cool, don't you?
More than you could ever know.
Maybe you'll smoke.
I don't think so.
Well, what if she thought it was cool? Then would you smoke?
In a heartbeat.
Welcome to the world of peer pressure. So he smokes. Do you think that's cool?
I think anyone who smokes is a disgusting pig. I'm trying to quit.
Well, it's not that easy, Minkus. There's all kinds of pressure. I mean, what about alcohol?
Could you use somebody else as an example, please?
Sure. What about alcohol?
What about it?
What about drugs?
Hey, calm down, Eric. We're not into that stuff. What we like is baseball and comic books.
Yeah, that's what you like now. But that's gonna change. Just like you're changing schools, just like you're gonna start feeling a lot of new stuff inside you you're not really gonna understand.
How do you know?
Because you're growing up. Some of you have already started.
Remember how psyched he was about the softball game? That was the time he wanted. He wanted one lousy softball game, and we didn't give it to him.
Look, we gave him dinner. We gave him dinner. Which he's given us, what, only every night of our lives?
And we thought it would be such a big deal.
Guess we should have just given him the game.
Yeah. We should have just stepped up to the plate and said, I pledge allegiance to my dad, and swung for that game-winning home run.
Think that would have been better than tonight?
Eric, honey, I know that last night was like a dream come true to you.
Look, Mom, I know where this is going, and I know what I'm doing. I'm going back to the station.
And I'm going to yell.
Alan, it is not going to help.
No, I'm not going to remain quiet while my son makes the biggest mistake of his life. Now, you may be some big shot weatherman down at Channel whatever it is, but here, you're still my son living in my house.
Yeah, but I'm 18 today.
Fine, you want to play adult? Then let's play. You want to continue sleeping in that room of yours upstairs? You pay rent. Car insurance, you pay that too. Groceries. Are you starting to get the idea?
Yeah, I get it. I get that you two don't realize how important this job is to me. And you know something? If paying rent is my birthday present, well then happy birthday to me. Here, you want your rent? Here is your rent. Well, breakfast anyway.
Eric.
What?
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Mom.
Alan.
Look, this not a nice way to tell you this, and I really you help me out, but I got a real weatherman coming down from Boston.
I'm sorry?
You did great, Eric.
Then how come you're firing me?
Come on, you're a kid. You didn't expect me just to hand you the job full time.
No, I was just having a lot of fun, you know, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it was too good to be true. Hey, you know, I love being an intern here, so I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Hey, now after being on the air, you really think you can go back to being a gopher?
I gotta do something. I mean, I'm not in school anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, I kind of dropped out, you know, to give you guys 100%.
Oh, Eric, we got a problem here. You do know the internship's only open to students.
No, Pat, don't do this to me. I mean, you can't take this away from me. This is all I have. I got no place else to go. This whole thing, it's not fair.
Look, Eric, I tell you what. After college, you give me a call. I'll be happy to give you a job. You're a good man. Parents should be real proud.
Cardboard. Figures. That gives me no right to turn my back on you. You're my son. Always.
I know that.
And I don't want to make the same mistake my father did.
Neither do I.
Happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday, Dad. You know what I mean. I told you I didn't want to do it this way.
Which way? This way?
I wanted to earn the grade myself. To prove to myself I was smart.
Why? You've got so much else going for you. You're charming, you're funny, you've got these kissable little dimples.
Hey. You don't think I can earn a good grade by myself, do you?
I think you can do whatever you set your cute little mind to.
Just like some object to you, huh? What, you think I'm a bimbo? I cheated, Mr. Feeney. I had the answers to the test written on my hand.
And you only managed an A minus?
I sneezed off a couple of the answers.
All right. Why did you do this, Mr. Matthews?
I don't know, I really wanted to go to Europe this summer, and I guess I saw my whole trip slipping away.
That's superficial, Mr. Matthews. Perhaps it's something a little deeper?
There is no deeper with me, Mr. Feeney. I'm not a good student. Just an average guy who can get by in a nice smile. I'm never gonna get an A, never gonna make the honor roll. That's who I am. Might as well just accept it. I have.
The only thing that limits you, Mr. Matthews, is your laziness. I mean, you're just looking for an excuse to never get the grades that I know you're capable of getting.
I'm not capable. And they're just grades.
Just grades? Oh, well. I mean, it's just Europe. And they're just girls. And it's just a beach. Unless you happen to know that on that beach, in June of 1944, 150,000 troops landed and began the liberation of Europe. So that 50 years later, those girls could run around on that beach in freedom. I think the question, Miss Hart, is how could you do this to him?
I didn't think he could pass the test.
Oh? Why not? You see no potential in him as a student?
I just don't think he's the student type.
I see. And are you the teacher type? Or the type that just writes people off?
It doesn't mean that I didn't like you.
Well, you certainly don't respect him. Well, this is what I get for selecting a pretty girl to be a teaching assistant.
Excuse me?
Oh, You resent that? Hmm? Because growing up with a pretty face, you had to work twice as hard to be taken seriously? I should think you, more than most, would want to help this young man have his chance of being taken seriously.
So how come you didn't fire her?
I don't write people off, Mr. Matthews.
You're a good teacher, Mr. Feeney.
Yes, and you're smarter than you look. I look forward to working with you in summer school.
Yeah. It'll be a good summer. Be supportive. Why are you doing this?
Just not ready for the summer to end yet.
Well, I am. I mean, I got a girlfriend. I got Sean. I got school. I got a life waiting for me back at home.
Yeah, you do.
That must be nice, huh? I wasn't trying to make you feel bad. I know you weren't. I mean, I did this to myself. I didn't get into college. All my friends did. I don't have a job, so... See, there's really nothing for me to go home to.
Hi. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am. Wait a minute, Eric, what are you saying?
Core, I'm not going home.
Why don't you tell me what this is really about?
I don't think you'd understand.
Try me.
I don't see the point in going back home.
Why not?
Because there's nothing there for me, Dad. I mean, I went to nursery school, grammar school, high school. For what? I mean, I didn't get into college. Everything I've done up until now has been a waste, and it's just too late to change who I am.
Uh-huh.
See, I knew you wouldn't understand.
Hey, no. Listen, this is something I understand real well. I mean, it's very easy to find some place that's comfortable and just stay there.
Now, what's wrong with being comfortable? I mean, I think I could do pretty well settling in a place like this.
But that's it, Eric. That's all you be doing, just settling. And over the years, you try and convince yourself that that's the life you really wanted, but you don't. I mean, you just stumbled into it, and you never love it. And one day, you'll realize that all you've done is settle. And you will not like yourself for that.
I don't like myself now, Dad. What am I even going home to?
To the support of your family and friends who'll help you find what you really want.
I'm afraid to go home.
Eric, you never have to be afraid to go home.
How are you so sure?
No, I'm
Because
not
he's
crying.
Dad.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you again.
Why not?
Well, it's just that when most guys find out of...
I'm not most guys. See, I have a little brother and a little sister. You know, I'm used to being around kids. I love kids.
Having a kid brother and sister of your own is a little bit different than being around someone else's kid.
Ryan isn't someone else's kid. Ryan's your kid. I can't wait to get to know him, too.
So glad I met you, Eric Matthews. Okay, what's wrong with you?
What, the quarters? I do my own laundry.
You say all the right things. You're good with Ryan. You are cute as heck. And you're not running away.
Where would I run to that's better than this?
See? Stop saying those good things.
I'm sorry, it's the truth. I mean, all the girls I've dated, they seem so young. You know, they're still trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives. You're well grounded. You have a kid. I mean, you're responsible for a whole nother life.
Well, having Ryan has definitely been a blessing in my life. But at this point in your life, is that something that you want?
That's where my life is going.
I mean, why don't you, improve your scores, take the SATs again? You could go to college. I mean, you are still thinking about college, right?
Maybe I'll get around to it. Right now, I'm happy with my life. I mean, I got a good job, good girl, good kid. Yeah, my life is coming together. You know, I was with him all day. I just wanted a minute to myself, and he got so upset.
Yeah, but he's not upset at you. He's upset at not having a full-time father. Every minute of every day, to make up for what he lost.
He needs so much.
Yeah. He does. Eric, you are gonna be such a great dad. But when you're ready. Just because I'm a mom doesn't mean that you have to be a dad.
Kelly, I'm not looking to get out of this.
I know that, Eric. But listen to me. You still have so many options available to you in your life. Take advantage of them. Eric, you know I'm right.
You're dumping me.
No. I just think that the fair thing would be to get out of this before anybody gets too attached.
I see. I let you down.
No. No, Eric, the only way you could have let me down is if you had stuck around just to be a nice guy. You wouldn't have been happy, neither would we.
Kelly, I'm not looking to get out of this.
Well, you know where we live.
Well, you see, Tommy here doesn't have a family, so thought it'd be nice if he could spend Christmas with us. You know, if it's okay with everybody else.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Child with a family he didn't want to be with, especially when there's an emotional conflict.
What's the emotional conflict?
You are.
Oh, boy.
I told them I wouldn't go with anybody else.
Oh. Look, Tom, if these people are good enough to adopt you, then I'm sure they're gonna be good enough to let me keep being your big brother. We'll just tell them that I come along as part of the deal.
That's not gonna work.
Why? Oh, I know why. Because you're afraid after they meet me, they're gonna like me better than you. That's pretty selfish, Thomas.
They live in California.
There's a note from her. Dear Mrs. Gallagher, here is Sarah's third grade picture. As you can see, she's growing into a beautiful young lady, and we never realized it was possible to love someone so much. The one thing that could make our family more complete would be a brother for
This one's
Sarah
gonna
and a
make
son
me
for
cry.
us.
Fuck.
Can't stop thinking about Tommy and how happy we would all be together.
No.
Thank you so much for considering us. I love Tommy too.
I know. Now you just have to decide how much.
I'm not going to adopt you.
I don't like you anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that, Tom.
And I'm going to California to be with people who care about me.
Fuck, I
Good for you, Tommy.
lost.
Good for you, man.
Good for you.
I'll drive off a bridge, I swear I will.
Take your mother's car.
I'm trying to get into college, and this is the book that helps you prepare for the entrance exam. Wait a second, I thought you said that back home you were like an engineer or something. Well, back home I am an engineer, but here they don't know that. I must start over, and I'm willing to. Wait a second. You've already gone to college, and now you want to go again? And I know it's a lot of hard work, but anything of value is worth that hard work. And in this country, there are so many opportunities. Look at you, fulfilling your dream of doing this job. Security guy. This is my dream? And it must be. You're doing it. Yeah, well, I mean, look at you. You're doing it too. You're a security guy. Oh, no. I am an engineer. And soon, they will know it. You're kicking me out? Well, I don't get this. I thought we were friends.
We are friends, but I am also your father, and I know that this is right. Eric, in every kid's life, there comes a time where you just got to move on. And I hate that that time has come, but I wouldn't be a good father if I didn't recognize it. I need you to recognize it too. Hey, if I didn't think you could make it, I wouldn't be kicking you out.
Enjoy your room.
But what you have to understand is that what comes easily goes just as easily. I mean, if you want to be an actor badly enough, you had to take classes, study for years, face rejection on a daily basis, and then after 10,000 no's, there might be a glimmer of a chance that someone might say yes.
And where's my old buddy? He's dead. He's gone. He was inefficient and unprepared for that cold, cruel world, but you know what, Jack? You did him a favor and you killed him. Seamsterer! How hard is that? You know, this world is only cold and cruel because people like me believe you have to be that way to succeed. Well, you know something, Jack? I'm gonna succeed in it. One napkin! Eric, please, man, I was wrong. Just forget all that, right? We don't want to be any part of that world.
Boy, you really went to a lot of trouble for me. Well, I figured you're my only brother. It's not gonna kill me to show a little affection. Well, you certainly have my attention. Cor, I saw Sean at Chubby's. He was there with Topanga. She seemed upset. They were hugging, and he kissed her. What? He kissed her. What? Nothing happened at all. You know, normally I love telling you bad stuff, but this one's killing me. I had to tell you, right? I mean, you understand I had to tell you what I saw. Eric, listen, I understand that you're my older brother, okay? You're not supposed to let anything bad happen to me. How could you let this happen to me? Okay, I understand that you're upset, and that's why I'm not gonna kick your butt. You saw him kiss her. I did. My butt's kicked anyway. Why are you treating me like a kid? Because you are a kid. Eric, this is none of your business, okay? You know something, you're right, it's not. Because I am not a dad. But I do know that he's got a tough time raising us, and I know that we don't make it any easier. You think he likes yelling at us? You know, you think he likes when you do something wrong? He doesn't, he hates it. And he can't keep his eye on us every second. Now go to your room. Dad, are you gonna let him just go to your room?
Well, maybe you are ready to be a dad.
She dumped me. I go upstairs and study for my SATs. I didn't even say goodbye, Eric. It's all right. You'll say goodbye the next time you say hello. Pittsburgh's not that far. I made the drive last night. You really went? Oh, yeah. Drove there, met a couple girls, told them I drove all the way from Philly, and he called me a moron, and here I am. Look, I was gonna go out, I don't know, get a pizza, rent some movies. You wanna go? No, thanks. Come on, it'll be my treat. We'll go to Little Tony's. No, I just think I want to stay here. Listen, Cor. I know I'm your older brother and everything, but, I don't know how to protect you from this one. Could you just stay here with me?
See, this show is really emotional. I'm trying really hard, I swear. Ugh.
You know, Cor, this would have been fun to do together.
Oh, Eric, come on, it's not a big deal. Besides, I didn't want you to waste a Saturday.
But you didn't mind asking Sean to waste a Saturday.
No, Sean loves this stuff. Remember where he's from.
Okay, so let me try to understand this. You decided on your own to go through our stuff involving your wife and your best friend, who incidentally has a brother of his own to do this kind of stuff with, but you didn't call me.
Eric, it's not a big deal.
Well, maybe we should go. No. You guys stay. Probably doesn't get a chance to see a whole lot anyway.
Eric, come on, don't be like this, okay? Stay and
By the way, I forgot to tell you, Dad called last night, and he wanted me and you to look for Grandpa's toolbox after calling you about you calling me about us cleaning out the garage together. We were supposed to do this together.
Look, I'm really trying here, okay? I just want everything to be all right with us.
Big brother, little brother. I got your back, you got mine. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Damn it, Eric, is this all because I didn't let you clean out this stupid garage? All right, I'm sorry, okay? Now, what do you want from me? What? Look, it's It's not about the garage, okay? It's about the fact that you shut me out of your life a long time ago.
That's not true.
It's, oh, well, let's look at it this way. We used to do stuff together, and now we don't.
Yeah, we do.
When?
We just spent the whole day together.
Today? Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. You know something? I take it back. It is about cleaning out the stupid garage. Dad wanted us to do that together, and you chose to leave me out. Those are our memories. You have any idea how it felt to go down there and see Sean and Topanga there instead of me?
Look, Eric, we're brothers, okay?
You know what? No, you're right. No, we're brothers. We're not friends. No, it means you don't have to like me, and you don't.
Take the class? Well, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
What are you afraid of, Eric?
I'm not afraid of anything.
No. You're afraid of something, and it's stopping you.
Stopping me. From what?
From becoming what we all know you're capable of being.
What I'm capable of, what I'm capable of. You know something, Mr. Feeney, I'm always hearing that. What I'm capable of. I took the SATs last year, remember? I blew them. You know, maybe I'm just not meant to be in college.
Maybe you're someone who gives up too easily. What'll it be, Mr. Matthews? Who are you?
Okay, you should go to Pembroke. The interview.
Blew the interview, huh? I never went, Cor. You know, I got scared. It seemed hard, so I left. But this place, Cor, this is a sure thing. How am I supposed to walk away from a sure thing?
So, what's it gonna be?
I need to tell you something. I love my girlfriend. Like that. Let's go.
Your interview was 2 days ago. You didn't show up. You didn't even notify us. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are other applicants who were responsible enough to show up at their scheduled time. I'm sorry.
I was scared.
I'm not here to listen to excuses.
It's not an excuse, it's how I felt. I mean, I'm still scared now, but not getting into college has determined who I am for too long, and I just want to make sure I go to the right school.
Well, what makes you think that this is the right school for you?
Look, I need Pembroke. Okay? All my life I've heard about how much potential I have and what I'm capable of, and I used to think it wasn't much, but now I do. And I just want to make sure I go to the right school. I want to see what my potential is. I don't want to go to some school that won't test that. I want to go here.
You had your chance, Eric.
No! Pembroke is my chance. You're supposed to accept people that want to learn and study and grow, and if you don't, then this school isn't living up to its potential. I want my interview. Use.
You remember when you wanted to be a weatherman?
Yeah, that was crazy, huh?
Why?
Because I could never be that.
Why not? Why couldn't you be a weatherman?
You really gotta be on the ball to be a weatherman. I mean, you gotta know about meteorology and all that stuff. Plus, I get really sad when people lose their homes in floods.
Would you rather work here for the rest of your life, or would you rather be a weatherman?
I think I'd rather be a veterinarian. Yeah, I mean, I heard heard Rachel talking about it, it sounded like something I'd want to do too, but can't be that either, can I?
Well, if you could be anything you wanted to be, what would you choose?
Either a veterinarian so I could help animals, or a weatherman so I could warn people when there's a flood, or when there's sunshine. It's crazy, huh?
No. No, that's not crazy.
Oh, great. Now I sound as confused as these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
You fired me.
I did.
Well, then I guess I deserve to be fired because I know how much you love me, and I know that it must have been really hard for you to fire your son. I'm just sorry I let you down.
Thank you, Eric.
And you said something wrong to me.
I was the good guy in all of this, and you turned it around, didn't you? Good for you.
You said to me that there would come a time where you weren't going to be around anymore, and that's not so.
Eric.
No, Dad. I remember everything that you taught me, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to teach that to my children. So you see, Dad, you're always going to be around.
Aww.
Well, thank you, Eric. And I remember that one of the things that you taught me was that I could be anything that I wanted to be.
Yes, I did.
Do you still believe that?
Yes, I do. If you don't take the easy way out and you try as hard as you can.
Well, I hope you're right, because I tried as hard as I could.
SAT scores?
You took the test?
I did, and I thought that we should all, open it together.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Now, I didn't take the easy way out. I tried as hard as I could.
You tried as hard as you could?
Yeah, I did.
Well, then it's a good thing you're not working for your father anymore. I'd have to fire you.
What?
1120. That's 200 points higher than last time, Eric.
You're a good boy. Don't ever change.
You're a good boy. Don't ever change.
Try not to. Okay?
See, it like makes me cry, but it also makes me happy cry because I just love him so much. Well, I lost. A big time lost, and if we had gone longer, if I had had enough time to go longer, good Lord. If I had enough time to go longer, I would have sobbed. For sure. I would have just begun nuts. But let me know if you want to see me do another Try Not to Cry, or even with a Boy Meets World. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to react to. If you actually know what Boy Meets World is and you like it, and any of these moments made you cry, make sure to like the video and also comment down below what your favorite episode was, or any episode that spoke to you in particular. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.